Harold Pope is a ticket broker. He is guaranteed a minimum weekly salary of $650 or 5% of his total sales, whichever is higher. What are his total sales for a week in which his gross pay was $725? So this is an interesting question. So let's start by thinking about what the problem is asking us to solve for. So we're asked to find his total sales. What are his total sales for a week in which his gross pay was $725? So this is interesting because we're given some extra information. All right, let's think about the information they told us. They told us that he's guaranteed a minimum weekly salary of $650 or 5% of his total sales, whichever is higher. Okay, so in this case, they've given us what are his total sales for a week in which his gross pay was $725. So we know that this $650 number is not important. We know that it's not important here. Okay? Now, do we need any formulas? Well, sure, we need a total sales formula. So total sales would be equal to gross pay divided by our rate. And in that case, of course, I mean our rate of our total sales. Total sales equals gross pay divided by rate of total sales. So we've gathered the formula we need. And now all we have to do is plug in the information we know and then solve. Okay, so that's our plan. Just plug in what we know and solve. So his total sales then will be equal to his gross pay, which was $725, divided by that rate, 0.05. And this equals $14,500. So those were his total sales for the week. Okay, so that was a pretty quick one, but again, we started by thinking about the information, we determined what the question was asking us to solve for, and we sifted out the information that we didn't really need to answer the question. We grabbed the formulas we needed and planned our attack, which was just to fill in the information and solve, which we did. We have the solution, it's reasonable, and it was a one-step equation, so I don't have to worry about rounding. So our answer is $14,500.